Hi there and welcome back. This is Duncan again, just giving you a quick update on my Synoptic phototherapy progress. I had an optometrist meeting earlier this week where I handed back the lamp and the array of lenses that I was using, and in place got what they call goggles. They're effectively like sunglasses with the specific lens combination written on the inside. This one is MU Delta, and the other one I've got is Pi Omega. So the Pi Omega one shows a bluish light, and the MU Delta is a yellowish light. So the prescription that I've got at the moment from Eye Care Plus in Glen Forest is to do the Pi Omega for 2 minutes and then the MU Delta for 5 minutes. So 7 minutes all in all, 5 days on, 2 days off. But previously with the lamp, it only really worked when it was dark. So I had to do it before bedtime in my bedroom because it was dark, obviously. But with these glasses, as I say, they're just like sunglasses. But I can sit and look out the window. The instructions were to sit and use them looking out towards natural light, obviously not staring at the sun, but looking towards natural light. So it means I can do it during the day or in the evening. I don't have to wait till it gets dark. Plus, they're more portable. I can chuck these in my bag, and if I'm staying at a friend's house or down at my partner's, I can chuck them in my bag and do them in the evening or through the day without having to transport quite a cumbersome lamp. So, same theory, sitting staring at a specific light, filtered light for, as I say, 2 minutes, then 5 minutes, 5 times a day, 5 times a week, then 2 days off for a specific period of time, then go back and get tested. Hopefully I'll be able to show you the progress that has been plotted out. It's quite analog at the moment on graph paper, but the basic summary of progress is my field of vision is opening up. Not only on my left, where I've got left affected vision with a hemianopia following a stroke, but also on my right, which was a kind of unexpected side benefit, I guess, from my point of view. But effectively, my whole field of vision is opening up. So it does seem to be working. And again, I don't know really the science behind it, but apparently the light stimulation at these different frequencies help the brain to rebuild the neural networks. It's all about that neuroplasticity that we hear about following a stroke. It rebuilds these connections and broadens your field of vision, specifically with these lenses to identify different colors, whether that be blue or red or green. But obviously, light and vision is made up of the 3 primary colors: blue, green, red, and obviously white light. And everything else is a combination of those. I'm not an optometrist, I don't know the full details. There are some good explanation videos on YouTube around synoptic phototherapy, so they might be worth going to check out. So in addition to that 7 minutes a day, I'm also doing vision builder training on my PC using these lenses, which have got a one red, one blue lens. And these help with depth of vision. So there's exercises where 2 images either coincide, converge, or diverge, and it reveals a 3D dot, and you have to use your arrow keys on the keyboard to say where that dot is in relation to a cross. It just helps train that depth of vision. So I'm continuing to do that as well as the specific lens therapy and see how it goes. As I've said before, my field of vision has opened up enough to allow me to drive again. I know it's not perfect. I know I've still got a significant blind spot on my left, but I'm able to scan and see things, but it takes quite a bit of concentration, so I do get tired driving. I drove up to the optician on Tuesday. It's about a 45-minute drive from where I live, and 45 minutes back, obviously. And I was pretty tired by the time I did that round trip. The visual therapy that I do up there, or the assessment process, is quite tiring as well. You need to concentrate quite hard, fixate on a specific dot on the graph, and then the optician moves in different colours and you identify where they are. And she plots that out on a graph and compares that with previous tests. So that is quite hard, just to focus and concentrate and keep that concentration fixed on a point for 2-3 minutes at a time. So the driving, together with that and the driving back, did tire me out quite a bit on Tuesday. But it's getting better. I'm finding things are a lot easier to do. So I'm going to continue with the therapy, see how it goes over the next few weeks and months. I've no idea how long it's going to continue, but I'm going to keep going. As I say, the main reason was to get my license back, so I've achieved that. The next stage is just to see how far I can progress. I should have a normal optician, you would say, appointment in a few weeks. This specific optometrist I'm going to is really just focused on the vision therapy, the Synoptic Phototherapy. But I should have a regular eye check coming up in a few weeks' time. My eyes are healthy, it's the brain that's the problem, that doesn't process the vision that it's receiving following the stroke. One thing that I might get done there is a more digitized field of vision test, which I had before, and it was really black and white. I could see on my right okay, and vertical horizontal axis was pretty good, but left, especially on that, the vertical axis was okay, but the horizontal axis, specifically on my left, was pretty bad. As I say, I'll try and share the results with you once I get a report. But my vision is kind of opening up, as I say, not only on the right, but also on the left, in the kind of bottom quadrant. Still a bit weak on the kind of, if you think of a piece of graph paper, above the horizontal to the left of the vertical axis, that first quadrant, I suppose you would say, is still quite weak. I'm still failing to recognise things early enough in that quadrant. Once the images, or in this case it's a dot at the end of a metal stick, once it gets close to the vertical axis, I do recognise it, but it takes a long time. So that plotting shows that top quadrant is still where my main deficit is. Still got a bit of a deficit on the bottom quadrant, but as I say, that is improving. And my right vision has always been pretty good. But it's interesting getting that plotted as well and showing that is increasing as well. So my field of vision's opening up everywhere, which is great news. So anyway, I'll continue on with the goggles, as they call them, sunglasses. Just did a session, so it's quite relaxing sitting, wearing these, staring out at the clouds for 2 minutes, then 5 minutes. So that just a mindfulness and meditation aspect as well, I find quite useful and quite enjoyable, just sitting, doing nothing, looking out the window. I'm going to start to listen to more podcasts and audiobooks as I'm doing this, rather than just wasting, well, it's not wasting the time, but rather than just sitting staring at the clouds, watching the clouds go past. I think I can make use of that time and make it a bit more engaging for me. Also, anything like that helps stimulate the brain, and that's all what it's all about, I suppose, at the end of the day. So anyway, that was just a quick update. Give us a like. Any comments, questions, put them below and I'll try and answer them as best I can. In the meantime, that's all just now. Thank you.